2019 has been a great year for horror fans. We've had a bit of everything. Supernatural scarefests, found footage masterpieces, horror remakes and zomcoms. If you're looking for a spooky movie to watch, we've got you covered. Here are 5 picks for the best horror movies of 2019. Number 5. In the Tall Grass. Based on the Stephen King and Joe Hill novel, this Canadian supernatural horror has made a lasting impression on horror fans across the world. In the Tall Grass follows siblings, Becky and Cal, as they travel to San Diego. After stopping outside a church, they hear cries for help from a field of tall grass. Becky and Cal enter the field, only to get lost in the maze of grass. As you might expect, this is no ordinary field. It's not long before things turn very dark and weird. In the Tall Grass is creepy, intense and downright strange, with everything needed to keep you hiding behind the sofa. Number 4. Ready or Not. Ready or Not is a satirical horror centered around Grace, played by Samara Weaving. Recently married, Grace should be looking forward to a honeymoon and many years of happiness. But, of course, that's not what us horror freaks want to see. Grace finds herself involved in a game which is part of her husband's family's wedding night ritual. It's a simple game of hide and seek. The type of hide and seek we all played as kids. Except, the family intend to kill Grace when they find her. Ready or Not is an excellent horror movie that grabs onto you and doesn't let go. So strap yourself in for some intense cat-and-mouse warfare. Number 3. Ma. Ma is a psychological horror and thriller, featuring a middle-aged woman who befriends a group of young adults. Ma is an instant hit with the young adults, having allowed them free rein to party in her basement. Then things start to get weird. Alarm bells ring when Ma establishes strange rules of the house. Soon, she becomes obsessed with her relationships with the teenagers, and the basement is no longer such a cool place for partying. While the movie explores some complex themes, it remains an easy-to-watch thriller that doesn't fail to intrigue. Oh, and Sue-Ann's performance as Ma is second to none. Number 2. Us. Us begins as a home invasion movie, before evolving into unique and powerful mystery that is on par with its director's other recent hit, Get Out. The nightmare for Adelaide Wilson starts when 4 masked strangers turn up on her doorstep. The weirdness needle goes up a few notches when the masks come off and Adelaide sees the faces of her attackers. Us is gripping and horrifying. If you're a horror fan, this is a movie that you need to see. Now it's time to reveal our pick for the best horror movie of 2019. Number 1. Midsommar. Midsommar begins with the movie's central character, Dani, and her boyfriend traveling to the rural hometown of their friend in Sweden. The picturesque sanctuary of the rural community quickly turns violent, bloody and pretty weird. This isn't one for the faint-hearted. The movie involves voluntary suicide, human sacrifice and disemboweled bears. Yes, you heard that correctly. Behind all this there is a complex study of betrayal, grief and many other themes. Midsommar is the kind of movie that you finish with wide eyes and sweat on the palm of your hands. Florence Pugh's lead performance is simply outstanding. In our opinion, Midsommar is the best horror movie of 2019. Thanks for watching. Do you agree with this list? Do you think we have missed some great horror movies? Comment below and tell us what you think. Ciao ciao.